Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Everyday Average Man Sports Show. I'm here with...
I'm just Josh.
And I'm Average Joe. Did that little mix-up on that one. Okay, guys.
Switched it up.
All right, Cowboys running back. Randall arrested Tuesday morning for shoplifting cologne and underwear. Randall makes $495,000 a year. What are your thoughts?
Well, I guess he needed it. I don't know. I don't know why you would do that. Right?
I don't even know. I just kind of wanted to highlight this topic. There's really nothing to debate about, nothing to even talk about. But
I mean, he's like not even a college player. I mean, I could see Jameis Winston doing something because they have no money.
Even the crab legs is understandable more so because I mean it's food. I just don't see cologne and underwear. Like what?
You don't like? I don't like buying.
And what
underwear,
kind of cologne was at Dillard's that was so great? You know what I mean? Burberry cologne or something. I mean, I don't get what he was going. I hope those were like at least some really expensive Hanes gold-plated underwear or something.
I don't know.
Let's just go on to the next one. We just wanted to kind of make fun of the guy.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant fractures foot after staying out of the Olympic Games just to stay healthy. I think he would have preferred, obviously, to be injured during the Olympic Games in this preseason game. Is all the hoopla about the owners not wanting the stars to play in the Olympics true? Or does this prove that injuries can't be avoided and players just have to play?
Yeah, I mean, this is something I feel like he'll regret not playing in the Olympics because, I mean, that's something you would get better and playing against top competition, and now he's injured anyways. So, I mean, I think he just looks stupid.
I think he does too. It's honorable to play in the Olympics, obviously, for your country. That's no question about it. But where I think is if Kevin Durant just kept his mouth shut, none of this would even come about. You know, he didn't have to offer up an explanation of why he wasn't going to play in the Olympic Games. If he would just kept his mouth shut and say nothing, no explanation whatsoever, then this is being thrown back in his face because it's like, ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you're hurt in the preseason. Much would have rather seen you get hurt fighting for your country. You know? So I just think it's kind of like, you know, and people are thinking this is going to really affect the Thunder. He's supposed to be out, you know, 6 to 8 weeks, and obviously he's got to get back and be healthy and get in the rhythm of things. I mean, does this really take a difference? Is this going to make a difference as far as the Western Conference is concerned?
No, because for what I've seen, maybe they might win 3 less games. But, I mean, they're still a solid team with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I agree. With or without him,
so,
they could do it.
I mean, they might lose against the top teams like San Antonio and the Cavs.
As long as Durant's ready to go down the stretch, 3/4 of the end of the season, they sneak into the playoffs, even at an 8 spot. They're going to be okay. It's just making the playoffs because last year between the 1 and the 8 seeds in the West, there was literally a difference of 4, 5, 6, 7 games. It wasn't much.
Yeah,
so you know, it was a matter of winning just a few games. Yeah, just make the playoffs, and they'll be ready to roll.
Don't take any days off.
All right, we're going to go to the rights and wrongs. Actually, no, we're going to go with Yarmi Molina. All right, Yarmi Molina. I can't even say the guy's name because I'm not Spanish, so I'm just your average white boy. Cares his oblique, and he's going to be out of the starting lineup tonight. They are going to, however, keep him in as an idea for defensive substitutions. Does Molina being out of the lineup affect the Cardinals' chances of winning?
Yeah, I think they lost this series already. I think they're weak, and he's been the cornerstone of this team. I mean, they've won a couple World Series with him behind the plate. I think they're done. San Francisco's got postseason magic, and
I think he's a leader, obviously. There's stuff that he does that stats don't show. Coaching his pitchers, going up there to the mound and doing what he does. He dictates the pace of the game. He does a great job. I mean, I'll throw some stats at you right here. Yarmi Molina has a 48% throwout percentage. Your average catcher in the Major League Baseball is 28%. So that's drastically better. I mean, it's nearly doubled in his 45% career. AJ Przinsky, the one who's, I can't say anybody's name, the one who's backing, that's going to take the role of the starting lineup over Molina, has 18%.
Yeah.
18% success rate.
Yeah.
And that's starting with John Lackey. John Lackey is 53 of the last 63 steal attempts have been success on him. So 84% success rate on stealing. So he has a slow pickoff move. He's slow to the mound or slow to the plate. So yeah, I mean, but that's a big deal, but it's real. Are they going to run wild, steal so many bases that?
Well, I'll tell you what. If they make it past this series and face the Royals will run all over.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Yeah, if they were facing the Royals, it'd be a different scenario.
This series, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, it'll affect some things, but
I mean, they lose their defensive captain. They lose a little bit of a productive offense. Brzezinski's can't match him in either of those two categories.
Right.
But I mean, I just think that the Cardinals are going to lose regardless. I don't think it's really a matter of Molina. I think they needed everything clicking on all cylinders to be successful. They needed Molina to be in the lineup, and they're going to insert him somewhere, kind of like a what is it, Willis Reed or whatever from the Knicks from the 70s. I think he's kind of one of those, just to get him in an inspiration, just to kind of keep him motivated, and just to make an appearance. And I think that's what they should have done with Derrick Rose last year.
Right.
He should have just made an appearance. Who cares if he scores 6-7 points? Any baskets would have done him something. But I mean, that's just how I feel. Now we're going to go to the rights and wrongs of Josh and Joe. I'm going to start off my right. You can go with your right. We'll go back and forth, bang it back and forth, ping pong style. One of my rights was Seattle sloping. I said they would finish third in the division. It's looking that way right now. They're third in the division.
Good.
So I think Seattle sloping. They can obviously pull it together. They got all their pieces, so that's why it is a mystery of why they're sloping. They're not missing any big pieces.
Right. I think that, they're getting everybody's best shot. The Cowboys come out hot. I mean, that's a game they could lose just with a hot team against them.
Yeah, but at Seattle, and they lose 2 already, and it's going into week 6. Right. That's obviously they got a little bit concerned there.
Yeah, there's some concern, but I think they'll make the playoffs and be effective there.
Agreed. I just would like to highlight that I was right in Seattle sloping.
Yeah. But
you picked Arizona.
I picked Arizona, who's currently placed first in that division. So,
and I picked San Francisco. I didn't necessarily pick them to win a division. I got them as my Super Bowl contenders, which is not out of the picture yet. And I mean, they got a lot of injuries, so let's wait for the back half. Of the season.
I've seen a lot today. People saying that's the best division in football. So I mean, it's up in the air every week of the.
Arizona, though, what they're able to do with a backup quarterback as well, with Palmer being down, that's what's impressive.
They're under the radar still, so I don't know if people take them as much seriously, so they might have a little bit easier schedule.
Okay, I'll bounce to a wrong now. Wrong for me was I picked the Redskins to win the NFC East, and I picked the Redskins as the winner. They're 1-5. They look terrible. Right. Griffin's out. Kirk Cousins is not the replacement everyone thought he would be. He's a mediocre guy. And then we go down to the Cowboys. I said they would be one of the 3 worst teams in the NFL. You have the Jaguars, you got the Raiders, and then you got the Cowboys. I was wrong.
Yeah, we were both wrong about the Cowboys.
But who wasn't? Right. Who wasn't wrong about the Dallas Cowboys?
And I think I picked about the Eagles to win the division.
And you did, and you're right on that.
And they're looking good. I don't buy them as like real contenders. But
yeah, well, it's just like the Cowboys. They could win their division too. They could win the division too over Philly, but
those will be good
they
games.
are not Super Bowl contenders either. The Cowboys.
No.
So I don't think whoever comes out of the NFC East is going to win.
No.
Or even get to the Super Bowl. Now we'll bounce back to a right. All my AFC predictions and yours, we were right. Yeah, now they're number 1.
It's very predictable. I mean, New England for a minute took some stumbles, but they're looking like they're going to handle that division. I mean, yeah. It's all predictable.
And the NFC is still up wide open in the West, the Wild West over there in the NFC. So
I think we both thought the Bears would be doing better.
Yeah, that's one that we could put on a wrong list. Because the Lions and the Packers look significantly better than the Bears. Even though the record doesn't show so much, they're close. The Packers look like the best team in their division. And by the end of the year, they're going to be clicking. It'll happen for them.
Oh, and one more thing. The Bucks. What happened?
Oh,
what's going on?
That was one of my rights.
Joe was right. I was wrong. Like, what? Why?
You said they could either finish first or second in the division. I said no way, no chance, no how.
That's still a very weak division. I don't see them winning more than 5 games, but that could be good enough for third.
Yeah, just the blows that they've been in makes me think that you don't know what team to expect. They're too up and down.
There's already people asking for Lovie Smith to be fired. I mean, that's how bad it is. So,
well, I mean, if he didn't do what he did with McCown for so long, I think that's why everyone's gunning for him. Because it's like, Glennon is obviously the better quarterback. Stop sticking with your guys and trying to make what's not going to work. Yeah. And I think that's really
the defense stuck in the 10 years ago. They got to change that up too.
Yeah, I agree. And then I'm going to go with one of my rights, which I don't know if anyone got this wrong, would be Geno Smith. Geno Smith is terrible, but Michael Vick doesn't look much better, so it's kind of like keep Geno Smith in there. He's the future. Might as well give him some experience. But I'm going to highlight that because I'm not a fan of Geno Smith since the day he didn't want to come back to the second day of the round 2 of the draft, I could not stand the guy.
Right.
Because it's like, is that not cool? You're not getting in the NFL? Are you not appreciative?
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like he was a very bitter and the opposite of humble. He's just a jerk. I don't like Geno Smith. And keep the Smiths going, Steve Smith. I said Steve Smith would have a breakout year. I said that he would continue doing what he's been doing.
Right.
And he's got a better quarterback than Cam Newton. Joe Flacco has a much better arm. And Steve Smith, he's not slowing down. He's not going to slow down.
Yeah, which is crazy. Like, he's 35.
35, 35 years old. And he's
like, for a receiver, he's like Jerry Rice territory now.
Yeah.
Being an old receiver.
And to be as fast as he has and maintain that speed, it's really impressive. He's been injury prone throughout his career, too. Mm-hmm. So to be able to bounce back from all those injuries and still be the guy he was years ago, he deserves some credit. Yeah. And I appreciate what he did against Carolina. It was great to see him be able to rub it in their face.
Yeah, that was
cool
to
so
see. And then one right thing I've said is Drew Brees taking a step back. I also said Tom Brady take a step back, which he has in some ways, but he still looks pretty solid. Drew Brees, though, he's a shell of himself. He doesn't look good at all. Their team is basically as bad as the Bucs.
It makes me think how valuable Sproles really is, because he's crushing McCoy. He's doing everything he can for Philly. And they're looking pretty mighty dumb right now for letting go of Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
So especially when you're going to have Mark Ingram take the spot and these other guys, Robinson. One of my wrongs was Brian Hoyer. I figured start Johnny Manziel. Brian Hoyer has no chance. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
That was me.
Yeah.
Week 1, I was wrong. Brian Hoyer looks like a stud. Supposedly he's supposed to be top 5 in the MVP ballots right now.
Oh wow.
Because of how good he's doing. So as a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But Brian Hoyer. Prove me wrong.
Yeah. Now he needs to stay healthy.
He needs to stay healthy. There's contract disputes right now because he doesn't want to necessarily re-sign with Cleveland right now with Johnny Manziel being there.
Right.
Because he wants to play. And he's a good old boy. It's not a matter of money. He legitimately wants to play. Mm-hmm. He'll take less money to start somewhere than take more money to be a backup.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's how Brian Hoyer is. He wants to play the game.
That's why they're winning.
All right.
That's it.
Peace out.
See you next week.
That was good. Woo!